Hello, I'm Natalie MacDonald, and you're watching Food for Thought, where we discuss economic trends, news headlines, and workforce issues, and wash them down with a healthy snack. Today, we're making a berry smoothie, and the ingredients will be appearing on your screen right now. Today's question is, how do you manage a remote workforce? This is the challenge the travel insurance software company Insured By Us faces every day, managing 25 staff across 5 time zones and 12 locations. That's right, you heard me, 25 staff, 5 time zones, and 12 locations. Think about that for just a moment. So before we get to the whys and how we managed to make it work, I sat down with founder Ben Webster and firstly started off with asking, well, why make it work in the first place? And his answer actually sat a little bit closer to home.
My last company, I was going to die by the time I was 35 doing it the traditional way. And I knew that I wanted to do it a different way. And I had the opportunity to start from scratch. And so we baked in from the beginning doing remote. And the main reason was I just had a baby. I wanted to be a present dad. I wanted to be able to work from home to start with for the first couple of years of their lives. And I wanted to make sure that I was around and they knew who I was. So everything was built from the beginning to be 4 days a week, to be remote first, and we were figuring it out as we went along.
So with the whys aside, how does Insured By Us keep a global remote workforce engaged?
One of the biggest problems with remote work is that you have and especially in different time zones, is that you have the fear of missing out. So that people have, really big FOMO if there's an important meeting going on. So all of our meetings are recorded. We use Zoom to record all of our meetings. They're stored in the cloud. We have a TLDR channel in Slack that someone summarizes the notes. We use Confluence to summarize the notes as well. So there's kind of 3 places for a single meeting where someone can get some information. Sometimes you've got to, because people aren't by the water cooler, you've got to manufacture the water cooler. And so we have a water cooler channel where people are paired with someone in the team who they may not know, and they have a half an hour chat where they're talking about non-work things. Trying to create that water cooler moment where they might be talking about, what's on TV or what they did yesterday, or did they win sport, or, their puppy, so the pets channel in Slack is a highly active channel where people are constantly, posting photos of their dogs and cats. Cats have just been allowed to join the channel recently, which was a bit controversial, to be honest.
What lessons then can be learnt by Insured By Us for some of those perhaps companies at the bigger end of town? And maybe more importantly, is this approach scalable?
It's not that hard. Definitely just start and try to figure it out as you go. And just need to make sure that you bake in the remote first from the get-go. So transitioning might be harder than starting from scratch and doing it. I think there are so many tools out there at the moment that allow you to stitch together a virtual workplace so that you have that asynchronous communication and you can make everybody feel part of a team. We always say that we work to live rather than live to work. People that are happy outside of their job tend to be more productive at their job. There's lots of research around this. So the last thing I want people to be doing is sitting at their desk for hours and doing nothing.
So what do you think? How does your company make remote working work for you? What tips will you take from Insured By Us's approach to remote working and engaging a global workforce? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit subscribe so you get all the latest Food for Thought content in your feed.